So, I have been given the absolute honour to talk about Francesca. She came to Pennybron in 1998 as a trustee, and then she became chair in 2007. And now, for some reason, she has decided, I think she's going off to rob banks or something. Something to do with banks anyway. But she is stepping down from being chair. And I think it's one of those bittersweet moments where we obviously all want to wish her well, and it's a new door and it's exciting. But I don't think we can let you go without saying just how amazing you are. You're not going to stop being amazing, but how amazing you are, and you have been. I think I said to you earlier that what's been involved with Pennybron since 2000. So for me, you've always been here, and it's never crossed my mind that you would leave. And in that time, you have been a very tender guardian of Pennybron. We all sit here having lunch, and it is all very lovely. But we all know, well, many of us know, that the path has not always been that easy. And it has been a journey. It's, you know, and I think when I went to the Bristol Cancer Help Centre in '97, and we were all in this little chapel sitting on our plastic sun loungers, the energy is exactly as it is here now. And, you know, part of that is because you have played such a pivotal part as a trustee and then as a chair in making sure that happens. So even though the building is grand and the facilities have grown and the charity has blossomed, the heart is exactly the same, and that's really down to the people that have been guardians of that. You've been here over 21 years. You were an absolute rock to Pat Pilkington, who was the co-founder, and you're just such a loyal and passionate friend, and have been to every single life that has been touched by you, and that's a lot. Many that know you, many that will never know who it was behind it. But you've been a true ambassador, and you've, I think, true to say that you've led by example. So you've done Kilimanjaro, you've cycled London to Paris, and you have many times taken part in the Moonwalk and worked at the Moonwalk. In fact, I think this last one was the only one that you didn't. Bit of slacking there. If I'd known. And you raised over 100,000, which is, you know, that deserves such applause. You have just been a really wonderful asset to Pennybron, and you are leaving very big boots, I can tell you, to fill. For me personally, I will miss you very much. I see you as a very bright star with lovely energy, enthusiasm, fantastic integrity, which I think is so important. People really believe in what you're doing and what you stand for. You've got a wicked sense of humour. And has people around Francesca ever noticed just that glint of mischief that is constantly in your eyes? And we love you for that. And it is a sad day. Hopefully the door won't close, hoping that it just kind of, I hope it's maybe like a revolving door, that it swings out and then swings back in again. And you are just leaving the most wonderful legacy. You know, and I look around, and Pennybron is sort of like a home from home for me, and has been such a constant companion for me over the past 20 years. And I think that you're leaving a legacy that is really strong and allowing the charity to go on to its next journey. But nobody will forget the footprints that you are leaving here. So my friend, come up here. This is a day of emotion, isn't it? This is a day of emotion, and I think it's a day of sharing amongst good friends. We will miss you, all of Pennybron. You're here, you see them a lot more than you see me. Everyone's going to miss you. And we just wish that you will not go too far. I'm sure there's plans to sort of perhaps chain your ankles to it. But good luck. Good luck in your next adventure. And if you take with you all that energy, then God help them. This is for you. You're not supposed to guess what it is without looking at it. How do people do that?
Am I allowed the microphone? One last
Absolutely.
I've actually begged Laura not to let me speak today, so that's a singular failure. It has been completely my privilege and delight to have been involved with Pennybron as much as I have been over the last 20 years in particular, to have chaired charity in the last 12. It's an extraordinary charity full of inspirational women. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for Pennybron, who had this extraordinarily visionary quest to go for something more than just medicine. I wouldn't be here without my dear friend Felicity, whose mother, Pat Pilkington, is the co-founder of this charity and who has kept it alive in the face of the most extraordinary challenges. Without the miracle that is Nina, we wouldn't have been funded to the level that we needed to be in order to achieve the many wonderful things that we do here today. Without our very dear friend Judith Schultz, who's no longer with us, I would not have been able to see quite as clearly as I do just the power of what it is that we do today. And without the most extraordinary CEO, Laura, who you met earlier, without Laura, I wouldn't have stayed as long as I have. I've actually been quite greedy in staying in the chair well beyond appropriate governance standards, just for the privilege of being able to work with Laura and really take the refreshment and ambition challenge that we have here. Today we're 2.5, 3 million. There is absolutely no reason why we're not a £10 million charity, because the power of what we do works across everybody who has cancer, not just the very few that find us today. And it's absolutely imperative that we get out there, that we get our message out there, because I need more than medicine, but that you all help us spread it, because this isn't something that's easy for us to do. What we do is fabulous. It mustn't be a hidden treasure for the few. It's been my absolute privilege, as I've said, to be part of this charity, and you've all heard me say it before, but one last moment before I give up the microphone, I'm insanely proud of what we do here, and thank you so much for letting me be part of it. Thank you.